That's pre-show music. Hey, how you guys doing, man? This is Friday Share Beer. I am Joe D. This is Friday Share Beer for December 22nd, 2017.
No, sorry.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sorry, December 23rd.
Already tomorrow.
Yeah, I forgot. We do have our dear friend Zach in the show. He has not been in a while. And for him, he's in the future, see? So for him, it's already tomorrow. So he already knows what's going to happen the rest of the day.
He already knows what's going to happen in this show.
So it's a bigger incentive for you to get in. Yeah, he actually already knows what the show's going to be about. And he was kind of letting us know in the pre-show, you know. So anything you might want to ask him about what the rest of your day is going to be like, you just type it in there in the chat, and Zach will tell you.
Zach will tell you. It's a new feature.
Yeah. This is a special feature right before Christmas. Actually, you might be able to ask him. He's Santa, basically. You can ask him what you're going to get for Christmas. If someone's buying it today, he might be able to tell you what you're getting. So, in any case, though, we've got, well, I think Bum's just kind of watching right now. He might join in if we stay long enough. I wanted to do a long show, but I do have a couple of more gifts that I actually physically have to do into a store and get.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of, because if I get into some beers right now, Mark knows how it is. I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll be like, I'll have to do it tomorrow.
I guess I'll say, like, who are the gifts for? If they're for kids, then you got to do it. If they're for adults, you can just give them a card and say, "Hey, I started drinking beer. I couldn't get you."
Beer happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that works with adults. It doesn't work with kids.
Yeah. You could just tell adults, you know what? Beer happened, man. You know what I'm saying? I've got beer. I could give you beer. You know, I've got some really good specialty beers. I've got this mead that I'm really into lately. Dilly.
Pit of misery.
Yeah, the pit of misery. Yeah, I've got this. But anyway, no, we've got Taco Bell Cantina news. We've got McDonald's news, big time. So stick around for that. We've got just all sorts of junk. Just stay here. What are you doing? Yeah. We're here every. I gotta put this on silent here. We're here every Friday at noon Eastern for now until the time changes. Mm-hmm. But we're here, and then every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, Neri needs the link. Neri's here. Right on. Yay! So this is the last show, the last official show.
Mm-hmm.
There could be a pop-up show.
A pop-up show. I like that. Pop-up show.
Yeah, there could be like a pop-up show.
Like a pop-up Amazon store at the mall.
Yeah, this is actually the Share Beer treasure truck, actually. There could be a Share Beer treasure truck. That, boy, you got to really be an Amazon geek to know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But
have you gotten everything from Treasure Truck?
I have not, but you know why? Because it always comes. Lately this month they've been coming on the weekends as well. I guess trying to hit you before Christmas, but it typically has been coming during the week, and I'm too busy.
Yeah, for me, it seems a lot of them pop up like 9 o'clock on a weekday morning.
And then the couple of times, there's been 2 times matter of fact, they were selling prime rib.
Yeah, they were, like, on Wednesday. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I saw a thing. Yeah, it was like prime rib it was pretty good price too.
Yeah, pretty decent price.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been a few times when I actually was like, you know what, I might actually go check this one out. And when I clicked on it, they were already sold out. And I'm like, okay, that's why I was thinking about checking it out, because it was actually a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else thought the same damn thing too, and they beat me. You know,
they go so fast. You pretty much have to get the notification and buy it right away. I found.
Now I don't know about in your area, but here it seems like they're available maybe 4 or 5 different places and in about that many different times too during that day.
Yeah, mine have seem to be more closer to downtown, which is not too far away, but it's a little inconvenient, especially during the workday.
Yeah.
So I just haven't really taken advantage. I haven't seen anything I was like, oh my God, I got to have it either.
Right.
But, you know, if I do, maybe I'll do it just to see what it's about. But yeah, it's like.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Amazon does have literally what they call a treasure truck. If you're on Amazon, you can subscribe to it. And they, you know, I think it's either via email or your phone number, and they will send you a text or an email whenever that hits. And it's literally, it pops up. They give you a link. You have to go, you click the link, or I think you can go on the app and then find the treasure truck deal. Anyway, you have to click on it first to find out where it's at. And then once you find out where it's at, then it'll ask you if you want that deal. And if you want it, you better click on it because it disappears fast. So
yeah.
And then I don't know how the rest of it works, because I have not, as you just heard, not been able to check. Oh, he can't log in. Hangouts is hanging. Huh. No, normally you can just click the link and join right in, right?
Who's that, Neri?
Yeah.
Hangout. I was actually going to say that Google. Oh well, I don't know if it was Hangouts exactly, but it was saying that I couldn't actually join originally to the group. It was saying.
Now I just went to. I've been just going to your Google Plus page, Joe,
and clicking that
the link, the old box, and that's worked pretty good for me.
Yeah.
So I just go on to Joe D's Google Plus page and click the post, basically.
Yeah. So hopefully it starts working for him. Anyway, let's get into hopefully it starts working for you, Neri. If not, try to find my Google Plus page.
Yeah, go to Joe D's Google Plus page, and there's a link right there. Just a post he put up just a little while ago.
Yeah.
And that always works for me. If all else fails, I can just go to the Google Plus page, and I've always had success doing that way.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Zach.
So hopefully, yeah, we got Tom in there as well, and so in any case, we'll get to what we're drinking, and then we'll hit other subjects as well, man. And then, you know, right at the bottom of the hour here, just in a few more, actually, what seems like about 15 more minutes, we're gonna tell you how to get a prime rib out of your financial planning.
That's right.
It's gonna be a Festivus miracle.
That's a miracle.
Yeah. So if you stick around here for another at least 15 minutes, you'll find out how to get a prime rib out of your financial planning.
That's right.
Just a little bonus here for Christmas, man. You know what I'm saying? So what are you drinking there, Mark?
I'm drinking. The boss has given me most of the day off today, so I'm just gonna enjoy the afternoon. But I'm drinking another Monty Python Holy Grail Ale.
All right. Yep.
This was the second of the 4-pack. And this is only like 4%, but it's pretty good. It's very good. It's a nice amber / ESB style beer. And like I said, it is, when anything on the label says tempered over burning witches, it's probably a pretty good beer. So
yeah.
So and I've got a couple others, depending how long the show goes and how thirsty I am. So
yeah, I am. Yeah, I had a.
I think you're going shopping, Joe. I think you need to go shopping.
I need to. I can literally do this tomorrow. It can't wait till tomorrow. It ain't like anything, and it's those like just in case sort of gifts. Like, quite frankly, I don't think my neighbor's a huge watcher of the show, but they got me a gift, and so now I'm like, oh crap! Now I got to get them a gift. You know what I'm saying? And so it's that sort of thing. So whenever I don't necessarily know what to get you, and Mark might know what this is. I don't know if the rest of you will actually, but then I'll get you See's Candy. Pretty much, that's going to be my go-to. So that's all I was going to do. And then while I'm at See's Candy, I am a fat guy, so I'm going to get myself some See's Candy. So there's some incentive for me to go to See's Candy.
See's Candy is good. Pam brought home a box of See's Candy. It's still wrapped up so far, but I can't guarantee that will remain.
No. Yeah, it
might get unwrapped tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're like a craft chocolatier, so they make chocolate candies and they're good.
Yep, good stuff.
great stuff. And, you know, of course, I'm going to have to get me a bigger box than I get them. Hello.
Yeah.
You know, and then it happens to be next to the beer store. How convenient is that? You know what I'm saying? So
That's terrible.
even more reason to go. So now our friend Zach, we haven't had Zach here in a while. What are you drinking, my friend? You've got the floor, man.
I'm drinking this
What
Four
is it?
Pines. It's a Four Pines Brewing. It's a brewery over in New South Wales.
Keller Door, huh? Oh, cool. That's a neat label.
Australian
Yeah.
what?
Double IPA?
Yep, that's
Oh
right.
yeah,
double
DIPA.
IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 9%.
Okay, yeah, that's a double.
What does it say? 84 IBUs.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a. I must say, I love the actual label. It's got like a reference, for example, to Mad Max. If you've ever seen that, if you look at the pineapple, pineapple running. You can see the reference to Mad Max, etc.
Oh yeah.
Various things. It's got a big write up, but I'm not going to bother reading that. But yeah, I've tried it before. Tried one of their brews before, but it was about a year ago. So.
Okay, here we go.
Well, let's go to position.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of smoke.
Yeah.
Seems to
Neri's
smoke.
not impressed.
Yeah, not you know, and no one. He's the no one can be Michael Jordan, man. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot too, and we've got something
Since
for Neri.
Neri's here. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got something for Neri here, coming right up. Actually, let me get that already.
Was it the new MC?
Yeah, I forgot. We have a new MC worldwide release right here on Share Beer. We have been given rights to share this right here on Share Beer on the Friday Share Beer specifically. And you know, we've gotten permission and everything, so we're okay with the Googles and everybody. And we're going to be releasing that here shortly. So what do you think there, Zach?
Get through the foam.
Told you we got a jam-packed show here, man. We got tons of stuff, man. Well, there's a lot of activity going on because it's Bath Day, right, Zach?
What?
Like, what did you say to me?
You said it's Bath Day.
Yeah. Never mind, man. I'd have to. It's a long story.
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, that's a Tuesday one.
Yeah, that's.
Hello?
That was so funny. I was telling
Yeah.
Cam about that this morning.
Testing.
Oh, were you?
Hey, there you are, Neri.
Yeah, there we are.
Hey,
How's the sound?
excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Very good.
Because I have a new
Oh,
headphone.
it's Paul's in the chat.
Oh, hey, bro. Yeah, is he drawn the bathwater yet?
Yeah, he says that's Tuesdays.
Yep.
Oh man, that's funny. I'm sorry, Zach. So what'd you say? What'd you think of that beer, man?
It's quite nice, yeah. It's for a 9% brew. It doesn't taste like it. It's
Now, their
I
description
don't know,
is
it tastes. It's
pineapple, mango, passion fruit.
passion fruit and banana. I taste more than anything.
No passion fruit?
Passion fruit. Okay, yeah. So
And
that's
then-
gonna be kind of like
The hops are Vic's Secret. That's a new one on me. I don't know Vic's Secret. You familiar with that, Tom, at all? Or
I know the only time I ever had that Trillium they have a foot point that is do Vic's Secret.
okay.
And it wasn't one of my favorite ones. I don't really know how to describe the hop, to be honest.
They've got Vic's Secret, Enigma, and Galaxy with Helga and Willamette. Wow.
What a mix, huh?
Yeah, you ain't kidding. You could be getting anything out of that beer, man. I mean,
Yeah, that's
really
the thing.
good.
It tastes nice. Like for a 9% brew, for a double IPA, I won't lie, it doesn't taste like it. It tastes like 5% beer. So it's
Okay,
nice.
so they've hidden that alcohol really well.
Yes.
Well, I'll show it real quick, and then we'll get to our worldwide release here, man. So we've got. Let me see here. God, this is going slow here. Why is it going so slow? 1,100 total. Now this is the 2017 release too, so it's 1,100 total. 167 in the last 30 days. 9% ABV. 84 IBUs and a 3.79 rating. And like I said, it's those are the flavors that it's producing. The big fruity flavors of pineapple, mango, and passion fruit are the hops Vic Secret, Enigma, and Galaxy, with Helga and Willamette providing a bit of balance with the spice and earthy flavors. Are you getting any of that earthiness out of there as well? Any earthy tones out of there at all?
I am. Yeah, it's a mixed bag. It's kind of.
I just want to know whether Helga is earthy or spicy. That's what I want.
Yeah. I'm
It's
kind of
not
interested,
spicy at
man.
all.
You know what I'm saying? The last Helga I knew, she was a little spicy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little, a little rough, little. Yeah. So, Neri, can you hear us? Because we've got a worldwide release to get here, man. This is an international show here, Chief.
I can hear you, but I'm not sure if you can hear me loud and clear.
We can hear you. Your audio's not that great.
The audio is okay. I have to change some things because I have a new headphone with all these features, and I'm not sure how it works. So
it works. We can hear you fine. You're just a little muffled.
Yeah, just a little.
Bad.
Yeah, we can definitely work with it. That's for sure.
Lunchtime.
Is it better now or
pizza? Thank you.
Oh, look at this. Now Mark's taking in on the. Oh, and he's got pizza.
Leftover Costco pizza.
Oh, hey, Yeah, now Mark's been taking some family planning from Neri, because now he's getting food brought to him during the show.
No, it isn't tuna pizza. No, Neri gets tuna pizza. I just get pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, he just gets pepperoni. Yeah, no, see, yeah, if it was tuna pizza, that would impress me a little bit. Yeah.
How's it sound now? Is it better?
No, it's worse.
Yeah, sounds like you're in a hall or something. Yeah,
it's like you're on reverb.
Anyway, stick around there. As long as you can hear us, I want you to hear something here, Neri. We've got a worldwide release here, Chief. This is we've been getting specific authorization from this new MC for this release. Here you go, man, and it's especially for Neri.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
I'm the king of smoke, there is none higher. Sucker beer deep should call me sire. Burn like young must juice fire. I won't stop smoking till I retire. Now I rock the party, tongue for rap. Smoke is on time, ears connect. Got the right to smoke and will elect. And others can't stand it, but give me respect.
That's great.
Yeah.
Said I'm getting iller, there's no one chiller. It's not Michael Jackson, this is not Thriller. There's one death smoker, I know it ain't. Here you can see, right cool in the gang. Rock through the roll, ESC stand here, smoke control.
the sound is not?
You made the devil selling his soul. Now I crash through walls, store beer under floors, bust through ceilings, knock down doors. When I'm drinking beer, it's fresh out the box. You can see my smoke work once in blocks. For every little person is a carbonated treat. Me and DSC, Joe clears the
The lyrics is pretty good.
bad baddest of the bad, the coolest of the cool. I'm PSC, I rock and roll. He's Joe D, who rocks and rules. It's not a trick or treat, it's not an April Fool. Tall crab beer, never ever macro.
Yeah. So that's it, man. That's the worldwide release, man. What was that MC's name, Mark?
That would be White Lightning.
Where can we download it?
That was awesome, man. Yeah, that is Neri's new walk-up music right there, man.
Yeah, King of Smoke. King of Smoke.
That's the King of Smoke, man. MC, what was that? MC MS.
Yeah, MS White Lightning.
Yeah.
MCMS?
Yeah, MCMS. Yeah, with the King of Smoke. That's the worldwide release of.
If you want your own music, Neri, I mean, maybe send me or Joe D at email, and we can send it to you as a link.
Yeah.
Whoever wants it, yeah, send an email, and we'll get you your own copy. So yeah,
because that's awesome, man. Yeah.
I guess you liked it, Paul? Huh? No? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I just crossed another item off my bucket list, guys. What about you?
Yeah. I think we all did, man. I think we all crossed one off. I know I needed some sort of walk. I needed some sort of song for the King of Smoke. So there's one off my bucket list as well. You know, MC Mark crossed one off of his list there. Yeah, dude, what is this?
No, it's just my gift to the craft beer community.
No, Paul said, no, Paul's Mark's brother. And so Paul says, Mark, are you pinning any future hopes for royalties?
No.
And he says, that was specifically not on my bucket list.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that was. Hey, Paul. Now you can play something. You know what I'm saying? Forever. You can play that forever, and that can be, something to remember your brother by. Yeah.
If you're alive after me, you can play it at my wake.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's awesome.
You know how hard that is, though? That took a lot of time.
Oh no, it sounds like it took a lot of time because
I had to link. I had to find the karaoke version, and then I had to then I had to get into the zone, and get my rap going.
That's
and
right.
I had to,
your flow. Your flow.
Yeah, my flow. I had to get into flow.
Yeah. So, and then once you got in the flow, then it just flowed after that, right? That's right. That's right.
It was like beer, good beer, just flowed right out.
Yeah, yeah. And then you were feeling it, and you're feeling yourself, right? You're feeling yourself and feeling it, and then it just like, boom! MC Mark just happened.
I can't wait. I cannot wait until it's at the top of the charts. I'm going to be thrilled.
So if anybody wants to try to top that, you're more than welcome to email me, jodreviews@gmail.com. And we will debut it right here, like one of my drill sergeants used to say.
I think I've started a new genre, craft rap.
Yes,
craft rap. That's the word.
Yes,
craft rap.
Craft rap. How you like that, Neri?
Craft rap.
I mean, there's gangster rap. Now there's craft rap.
Craft rap.
And you know what? Now, craft rap is, of course, derived from Neri popping the cap on all his smoke, on all his beers, and he just gets tons of smoke, right? And that all that good beer, you have to have something to go with that beer. And I love a good prime rib with my beer. And Mark kind of is, I don't know, like mixed in like financial planning, and now you can get a prime rib, right? Is that how that works, Mark?
It's magic. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm all about, I mean, as a financial planner, I'm all about, you know, enjoying your money and living life as good as you can. And one of the best things, I mean, really one of the best things in life is a good prime rib.
Yeah.
So in this week's
And a good
podcast,
beer.
I give the best recipe ever for prime rib.
Yep.
So you have to listen to the podcast. But basically, it's salt encrusted prime rib. Absolutely delicious. Easy to cook. You mix that with a good craft beer and a little wrap. Man, it's a perfect Christmas.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, in this week's show, it was basically kind of catching everybody up to like what the plans are for the podcast in the future and stuff like that mostly. But then we
just kind of a review, kind of a little teaser about kind of how I'm going to tweak the podcast going into 2018 and make sure I'm focusing on all the different things that go into doing a good financial plan. So all the different areas. And next week is going to be probably pretty short because it's a week between Christmas and New Year's. But I'm just going to, I think the subject is going to be how to make next year your best year. So just a real quick, short little thing about some things to think about because we're all coming up on the time of year when we make resolutions and want to change things and make things better. So just some thoughts on that. And I don't know if maybe I'll release another song. No, who knows? I don't know.
for New Year's, man. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Now, the tie-in with that, you know, with what he was saying on this week's on this past show for his podcast, and us is I want everyone to think into next Friday's show, which will be the Friday actually before New Year's.
Yes.
So I want everyone to start thinking about like, you know, how 2017 went for you. Did you accomplish most of your goals? Did you stay on track that you wanted to? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to talk about that. And then going into 2018, what are some of your new resolutions that you would like to share with us? You know what I'm saying? So,
yep.
And we'll now Paul's really picking on you. So he's
yeah.
Do you say crap rap?
I was gonna say crap, but I didn't want to be.
Now let's get to Neri, man. This is the official king of smoke, and so he's going to show us what's up.
He's the inspiration.
Yeah,
I'm hoping so because I have again the Troubadour.
Yeah, Troubadour. Yep.
Because it's very cheap and it's great. So I bought 24 bottles.
Oh.
Just to make sure have enough for Christmas.
Is that the Magma?
This is a Magma, yeah. I'm gonna try some smoke. I don't know if the camera will.
He always plays it down, just so everybody knows. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, might not get any smoke.
Yeah.
We try.
He's great technique.
Yeah, he's like Kobe. You know, Kobe's always like, well, my arm is hurting a little bit, so we'll see. You know.
Oh, come on.
The great ones always do that. Jordan's like, oh, I stubbed my pinky toe. You know.
Okay, here it goes.
Oh, look at this guy! Are you kidding me with that stuff? It's still going. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a river of smoke.
It's a river of smoke. Are you kidding me with this guy?
Jesus.
Like, no way, you know?
Wait, the liquor store and ask for the smokiest beers.
He's the king of smoke. Look at that as he pours. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No smoke. There is none higher.
Jesus.
Oh, I gotta get a song.
Send Joe an email or me an email.
Yeah.
We'll get your own
I will do it.
autographed
I will
copy.
do that.
Yeah.
I will do that.
That's
Hey guys, does everybody you have a Christmas vacation right now today or?
Yep, most people had today off because it's a Friday instead of Christmas Eve, which would be on a Sunday. Yeah, so most people started today.
Okay, me too. So.
Yeah, me too. I am off. Now, I worked last night, but I'm off tonight. So normally I would work tonight, but I'm off tonight.
Okay, so you don't go back to work until next Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
that's a nice break. 4 days.
Yeah, so that part's
Okay.
all good.
Mhm.
And Tom, what are you drinking, my friend?
I am drinking, if I can find the can to goddamn take. I'm drinking Proclamation Ale Derivative Single Hop, the Galaxy version.
Hmm.
Their brewery like 40 minutes away. It says it's crew. I'll go up there and check them out. It's a new. They just opened a new place actually. A huge
Okay.
expanded, but they're more into like the New England style IPAs and.
Okay. I like that label. It has a bunch of horses on it, and then they just pick out highlight a horse for the derivative, I guess. Huh?
Now they look at it, they pick one as a unicorn.
Oh, it's a unicorn. Cool.
Oh,
Unicorn lit up. I didn't realize that.
Nice.
I'm showing it on here. You know what it shows, Tom? It shows Australian.
Australian?
Yeah.
Because I knew that it's derivative. They do derivative Galaxy, derivative Citra.
Yeah, this is the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's the one.
And see how it says a pale ale Australian? So is there a specific Australian pale ale?
I have no idea, to be honest. It's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? So it might not be a New England style pale. It might be a Australian style pale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they don't really say anything about New England IPA.
So Zach, I think what's happening here is this could be another Foster's. So this could be an American Australian version of something.
It's like, no, please, no.
Yeah. But better than Foster's, I'm hoping. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, if Tom's drinking it, it's got to be better than Foster's. So yeah.
Well, I feel like I've never seen that beer anywhere in Australia. So.
Well, the style. No, you're not going to see the beer, but the style. 12,000 totals on here. Wow, 74 in the last 30 days. 6%. But look, this is a Tom beer. It's a 4.12 bottle caps on here. So this beer is a unique snowflake, a unicorn on a farm of Shetland ponies.
Oh my goodness.
A complete original that we at Proclamation Ale came up with entirely by ourselves. By our own creative violation, without any outside inspiration whatsoever. Or whatever. Wow. This is so dramatic.
It's like a my pretty pony description. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Australian pale ale.
Check this out. We got this awesome idea to take barley and a sugary tea with it, fermented it with yeast, and then throw a ton of sexy nouveau hops in it. Note, we named the hops Galaxy when we invented them. Oh, excuse me. That was a pinky out thing right there.
Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
Pinky out moment. Nothing like this has ever been done before. Enjoy this beer because you will never drink another one like this again, ever.
Oh, my goodness. They don't play around.
They do not play, man. What's up with that? I love that, man. A lot of drama in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got to have drama in your beer. Hey, we've got Kent/Craig in here.
Yep.
I'm getting better with that now. I see Kent and I think Craig. So
you're getting there. Yeah.
I'm getting
pretty soon. It'll be nothing. It'll just be on. And so the next real Kent you meet, you're going to call him Craig.
Yeah, and I'll be like, whoa, sorry, dude. Sorry. Your name actually is Kent?
Sorry, you're Craig.
That's not how it works in the UK, dude. Trust me. So, you know what? We've got. So, what do you think of that beer, Tom? What's the?
It's delicious. It's soft mouthfeel, like pillowy. Has papaya, pineapple, orange, mango.
That's hilarious because in their whole description, they literally didn't talk about. They talked about snowflakes, unicorns, Was there even a pony mention? There was a pony mention in here, but nothing about pillowy. They could have used that in there. Actually, you should write them and tell them, you know what? There was no pillowy in your description, bro. Like, what's up with that?
The unicorns. I don't taste any horses.
Yeah.
Get a refund then.
Stuff, man.
Actually, between the unicorns and the ponies, there should be a lot of in there, right? Like, a lot of roughage, right? Like, pick that out of my teeth, bro. Like,
That's a problem.
You know, woof, yeah, woof, right, right, kind of. That's the kind of beer where you. So we've got now. I want to know now. I don't know if it was the last Friday show. It might have been the Tuesday show. But in any case, has anybody been to the McDonald's lately and had a Coca-Cola?
No, I haven't been. I haven't had a Coke at McDonald's in a long time.
I went and revisited a McDonald's again last night and had another Coca-Cola to double check from the last Coca-Cola that I had last week, and from the other two that I had at other gas station fountains. And yeah, swear to God, it is better. It was better. Now, have you heard that, Zach? That like a Coca-Cola at McDonald's is like the best, right? If you're into beers too, right? You would agree that having a beer out of the hey, how you doing? The other half of Neri over there. What's up?
Better half.
That would be the better half. That would be the queen of smoke over there, right?
Well,
give me a week. I'll cut another one on that too.
They want to see the real queen of smoke.
Yeah, the queen of smoke, and I think we just seen the princess.
No way. No way.
Oh, there's the queen of smoke. Did she hear your walk-up music?
This is the queen of smoke. This is the princess of smoke.
Yes, and that would be. So who's the first princess? And that's the second princess.
This is the little princess of smoke.
The little princess, yes. The darling.
And the big princess here.
And the big princess. Have they heard your walk-up music?
Oh, Jesus.
They did, yes. They found it to be funny, so.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's good. Yes. So, I don't know if anybody else has had a Coca-Cola at McDonald's, but if having a beer from the draft, like a lot of us use Guinness as an example, like having Guinness on draft is better than having Guinness like in a can or out of the bottle. I think we can kind of semi-agree on that. And so having a Coca-Cola out of the fountain from McDonald's, since they take so much care with their lines, they're chilled all the way. They put theirs in real, kind of like a little mini keg cylinder, right? It's that is the Coca-Cola cylinder. As a matter of fact, I think that's the same cylinder that most of us in your home sort of setup try to get, isn't it? It's that same 5-gallon cylinder. Yeah.
So I just have to interrupt. Having a Coca-Cola in Australia, well, where I am anyway, is like, if you want to convert it to the beer world, it's like having a Tiger beer. It's crap. It's
really
watered down.
Is it really?
It tastes compared to if you have Coca-Cola from like a bottle or a can versus a Macca's Coca-Cola. Macca's Coca-Cola tastes like they've gone and put a whole stream of water in it. It's just like they put a ton of ice in it, and it's just
well. That is part of the thing as well. Like, I don't normally put a lot of ice in my sodas, or some people call it pop. I don't normally put a lot of ice, but they have factored all of that in there. So I've been purposely putting half a cup of ice with the Cokes that I get, because they have figured in the melting from the ice into that refreshment while you're drinking it. Yeah. So I was trying to make sure that I was true to the way that they said to have it. You know what I'm saying? Now another treat from McDonald's, and we've got an Australian here. For one, you heard a little dip into that. If you're a McDonald's fan, or maybe you're not, but we all know McDonald's. We've all heard of McDonald's. They call it Macca's over there, right?
Yeah, Macca's.
Yeah, so the McDonald's, you go to Australia, ask for a Macca's. McDonald's, they'll still know what it is, but that's what they call it over there.
What we do.
Yeah, Australians, that's what they call it. So
what we do is we do a Macca's run.
A Macca's run. Awesome.
Yeah, Macca's run. So if you want to, if you're doing Macca's run, it means you're going down at bloody, 2 a.m. in the morning to go and get a bloody,
right.
pounder. So.
Okay, right. So after you get back from the pub, you do a Macca's run.
Yeah. That's right. That's what you do.
It's kind of like Taco Bell here.
Now another thing they have over there also.
Some information here as well.
Now tell us about the new Big Mac you have.
Before the Big Mac, I just want to say they're opening the first Taco Bell in Australia in Queensland. Not near me, but they're doing the first Taco Bell in Australia. So that's going to be pretty big. But yes, as far as the Big Mac, they have the Big Mac BLT. And it is a Big Mac with tomato and bacon, and that's it.
Yeah, so it's basically a Big Mac, because it literally is a Big Mac, and then they put what they call bacon, what we think of here as Canadian bacon, which to us is more like ham, but they put
French maple syrup or something.
No, but it looks it looks like the rest of the world. What the rest of the world calls bacon, we're familiar with it as Canadian bacon, which is a round ham-looking sort of thing to us. Because American bacon is a very different product.
It's strips here.
Yeah. It's strip bacon. And to me, it's more smoky, and it's typically crispy. In any case, that's all splitting hairs. But they put a real nice slice of tomato on there. So when you peel off the top bun off of your Big Mac, you'll see that nice big piece of bacon, and then that nice big tomato, and then the rest of it's your typical Big Mac. But
that's exactly the same here too.
Zach has had one. Now, what do you think of it?
It's nice. Yeah, but I prefer it over a Big Mac, but unfortunately, if it's like every other thing they ever do, it's going to be around for about 4 weeks, and it's going to be heading off. But yeah, no, it's nice. It's good. I would prefer if they did the tomato and the bacon on both layers of the Big Mac.
Right.
And do it on the top, but it's still, it's still tastier. So it's about $1. I think it's about $1.20 more to go for the Big Mac BLT here, but it's worth it.
So, we've got Earth in the chat. And Rajay says they just got the Taco Bell Cantina, and I actually had some Taco Bell news here about that same cantina. Now, for those of you in California, in Southern California specifically, I'll show you the story here that I have from the Orange County Register. First Taco Bell in Southern California to serve beer is opening in Newport Beach.
Wow, that's epic.
So, and what's cool about this, you can see it there, all that sort of thing, and they're serving the regular Taco Bell menu, but now they're going to have beer, right? For now, until they get what sounds like their liquor licenses going, and then they'll have spirits as well. The one that's in Newport Beach is with no drive-through, and is one of 11 cantinas launched by the Irvine-based chain, whose parent company is Yum Brands. What I wanted to do is get down here to the beer, and it's dubbed Beach Bell, the Mexican style. This Taco Bell's coming out with their own beer as well. They talk about it right here. I'm sorry. But they will also pour Taco Bell's first ever branded beer, a collaboration with Huntington Beach-based Four Sons Brewing.
Okay.
So it's dubbed Beach Bell, the Mexican style amber lager. Wow, I'm sorry, was dubbed with a unique flavor profile to enhance and complement Taco Bell's food and flavors. The chain said. The light red beer will be available at the Newport Beach Cantina while supplies last. So, that to me would get me down there. And then the more I started reading this article and looking into Taco Bell and cantinas, I was like, you know what? Taco Bell is almost the perfect beer food, isn't it? Like, if they opened up a cantina down there and down here and it wasn't that far, I would definitely try it.
Mm-hmm.
You start looking at some of their food here, and they're laying it out. And what they said is each cantina, at least in that region, is going to be different. So they're not all going to be just cookie cutter out of the box the same. So Rod J saying only Newport Beach will have the Beach Bell currently, but I think ours is selling others, so they may. Oh, okay. Maybe they're doing collaborations with local breweries.
Yeah, that would be the way to do it.
That would be the way to do it. So they're serving 3 beers on draft, and then 3 canned beers. Pacifico is one of them. Coors and Coors Light, I think, is the other one. But this is a look at the that particular Newport Beach one that just opened. I think it was they say the 12th or 13th or something like that it opened. Pretty cool though. For me, it would be worth it just to go down there and have some Taco Bell branded beer. To give it a shot, since it's actually a collaboration, really, with it's actually a craft beer.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, technically, since Taco Bell's branding it, they're going to argue, the snobs are going to argue, well, it's not really craft beer since they're branding it. Well, shut up, right?
Yeah.
I'm always like, shut up. I mean, you've got this, what to me I think is a small local brewery brewing the beer. So shut up.
That's awesome. Right? Brewery, they're giving them an opportunity.
I mean, don't you think? I mean, it's so cool.
Yep.
Where did they talk about? Okay, here you go. So the canned beers and the prices are all $5 to $6.
Okay, that's right in line for it looked like about a 16-ounce glass, like a regular draft size glass.
So the 3 tap beers are the Beach Bell exclusive, and then the Lagunitas IPA and Modelo Especial.
Okay. Yeah. No, you would definitely. I don't think you'd want to be doing like a big stout or anything at Taco Bell. So you want more of craft lagers or light lagers. Yeah.
Right.
I'm happy with it.
And then whenever they're able to, then they're going to have rum, vodka, and tequila with their slushy drinks. So that would be enough to get me to go to Taco Bell. I mean, Taco Bell's not horrible, It's but hey, think about it, man. If you got a place where drinks are $5 to $6, and Taco Bell's cheap ass menu, I mean, inexpensive.
Yep.
Hello. I mean, I don't know.
You get a beer and a burrito or whatever for under $10.
I mean, ding ding. I mean, that's it. That's checking
dilly
out
dilly
right there. Dilly, son. Yeah. I mean, what college kid is not going to go there? You're already there. You know what I'm saying? And the hours at this particular one. Now, let me tell you that the cantina, that particular cantina, is at 2121 West Balboa Boulevard, and is open from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Wow.
So there you go. There's only a few hours in the day when they're shut down.
I wonder what they're going to do, like security-wise. I don't know if it's going to be usually like places that they're drinking alcohol. They have someone at the door that checks checks the license or something like that.
Well, I would imagine that. Well, it sounds like, as a matter of fact, they did cover that. Well, they didn't talk about that part specifically, but it has a 14-seat bar.
Wow.
So I would imagine, like, if you want, the bar is probably going to be separate. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a 14-seat bar. So if you actually want a beer, I would imagine you got to order it over there, and then they're going to card you over there, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I would
cool.
imagine.
That'd be cool.
Like I said, I would go at least once if I knew that there was one here in Phoenix. I'd check them out. I mean, especially if I knew that they had one good basic craft beer. Even the Lagunitas is decent, but if they already had spirits too, I mean, you know, you can.
Do Taco Bell's over there? Do they all have Coronas as a standard drink?
No.
That's why we're making a big deal about this, because they don't have any alcohol.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
The only fast foodie type chain restaurant that has alcohol that I know of is like Chipotle.
Yeah, they're probably
And they said they're all walk-ups too. They're not these particular Taco Bell cantinas aren't drive-throughs.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't want that kind of problem, right? Yeah.
Now it depends where they open it up. Like you go to some states like New Mexico, maybe
Arizona.
Texas, they allow drive-through liquor stores. So I mean, who knows? But yeah, that would be in a bottle. So yeah, if they were serving it, yeah.
Drive-through liquor stores here are very big. Very, very big. We've got not Taco Bell, but we've got on the East Coast anyway, not where I am, but we've got Taco Bell. Taco Bill. Taco Bill, that's what it's called. And it's a Mexican place, and they do various alcoholic beverages. They've got like margaritas that are like about that big.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah.
But their main drink is Coronas. That's the standard drink.
Okay, yeah.
So anybody that wants to jump in, there's a link at the top of the chat. And
come on, jump in. Come on.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to jump in. You know how that goes. But yeah, there's a link at the top of the chat. Click the link and you're more than welcome to jump in. I noticed some people asking for, if they can jump in.
Joe.
Sure. Yeah.
Is there a maximum to jump in, or is there a maximum?
I don't know. I think I've heard somewhere in the neighborhood of 10. Now, one time we had that many people in here before.
Yeah.
It was a zoo, but nothing. I think I've heard of some people say that they've been in other rooms where there's been more, and I can't fathom it personally. I can't imagine. It was a zoo when we had that one time. I remember. Do you remember that, Mark?
I think the number is 10. Now maybe you can do more if they all can't participate. In other words, say you're just presenting something and everybody else is kind of on like just watch only or whatever.
I think that's the deal. I think once you have more, I think you have to push a button or something like that to talk.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah,
because it's a zoo. It's like chaos.
It would be great to have the Max here.
Yeah. I fear the day when it starts getting, to where you start having a regular deal where it's that many people. It could be a little.
See what they're drinking?
Huh?
It'll take a half hour just to see what you're drinking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It takes me a while, and now as it is, like I can sometimes get to that first one, and then after that, it's kind of tough. Like right now, I'd love to talk now since it's Christmas time here, and this is that time of year. I hate political correctness. I'm not a holiday guy. I am a Christmas guy. It's Christmas. That's the one. Boom. It
is.
That's the way I am. I don't care. I don't give a rip. You know what I'm saying? The only other holiday that I'll give a little respect to is Festivus. Because come on, it's Festivus. But no, it drives me insane because I'm like, you know what? Christmas is the one that's moving the needle, my friend. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I don't know how many people are buying Hanukkah gifts. I'm sure there's a few, but Christmas is the one moving the needle. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's be real. But in any case,
Hanukkah pushes pretty hard though. They got what? How many days do they got?
I got 8.
I have no idea.
8.
But I would imagine it's mostly got to be a regional thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, in every place I've ever lived, I don't know many people that are celebrating Hanukkah. I honestly don't. I don't know anything about any sort. That's why I was asking Neri, because he knows way in the hell more than I do. He's right. You're married to a Jew, so I don't know Hanukkah stuff. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? My only knowledge about Hanukkah is from Seinfeld, and I'm not even kidding about that. Like, that's.
I mean, if you're going to get, that's one of the best sources of information ever. I mean, really, Seinfeld pretty much trumps everything.
Yeah.
Like the Bible of life.
I don't, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just literally that's all I know. You know, it's like Middle Eastern stuff. I don't know jack about it. So when I'm around someone that's Middle Eastern, I ask tons of questions because I'm like curious. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Isn't Hanukkah or whatever it's called? Isn't that like a Muslim festival? Is that completely wrong?
No, it's a Jewish festival.
Okay, I have no idea.
Holiday.
Sorry.
It's like 8. It's 8 or 11 or 8 days.
Yeah, it's a bunch of days, and some of them give gifts, and
you get a gift every day, and then the last day is like the best gift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get like small gifts or something, and then you get the big one, right?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like small gifts, like the 7 days, like little stocking stuffers, and then the final one is the one big gift. Yeah.
A lot of gifts.
A lot of gifts. Yeah. See, I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? But but Christmas is the one moving the needle.
Yeah.
In any case, though, whatever your tradition is, and you give or receive gifts, I am interested in. And those of you that are in the chat, maybe you can type it in there for me. But are you the type of person that doesn't really like to get gifts because it makes you uncomfortable? You know what I'm saying? Or are you the type that loves to get gifts because, hello, it's getting a gift? Or are you know what I'm saying? Or are you the type that loves giving gifts? You know what I'm saying? Or not so much giving gifts?
Oh, man. I have to be honest here. Keep on giving.
Yeah, keep on giving.
Yeah, keep on giving. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So you like giving gifts, Neri? Is that what you're saying?
Receiving is good.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Give the gift that keeps on giving as long as Neri's receiving.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah. I'm all for it as long as I'm receiving gifts, right? That's Neri's theory, right? Yeah, awesome. Hey, Zach, what about you, man? Are you the type that? How do you feel about it, man?
It's very relevant today because I literally spent like 8 hours looking around shops for gifts. It's kind of like
go on Amazon.
Yeah, that's very true. Amazon launched like 2 weeks ago in Australia, so yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But it's like the effort that you take to try to find like a gift for someone. I don't know. It's like, and actually, they always ask, "Oh, so what do you want?" I don't know what I want. It's like the effort to actually figure out what you want is like. Is it even worth telling them you want anything? I don't know. I'm just. It's. Yeah.
It is. It for some people, it's serious. Well, I think for a lot of us, actually, there's a certain amount of stress that comes with this holiday. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's so true. I was stressed like crazy looking around for people. Everything's out of stock. I'm like, okay, what am I going to get? What am I going to? I literally got like everyone just chocolate. That's basically what I've got. Everyone.
Everyone likes chocolate.
The only easy person to get for is my son, because he just rambles on about all the shows he likes. So then I'm just like, yep.
Kids are kind of easy, aren't they? Especially at a particular age. You know what I'm saying?
where I'm having my kind of family's Christmas thing. It's at my auntie's best friend, who's a Buddhist monk. What do you get a Buddhist monk?
Nice.
Like, seriously, he's basically a fruitarian, so he only eats
And a
fruit
fruitarian.
vegetables.
Oi.
Yeah.
Oi.
So,
I don't even know what a fruitarian is, but I assume from the name that they only eat fruit. Is that
he's basically that. He eats some vegetables, but he pretty much eats just fruit.
Mostly fruit, except for the occasional Big Mac, BLT. But other than
yeah, right, yeah. yeah, that's yeah, what do you get that person? I don't know. You know, yeah, I'd have to think about that one, but I bet you I could find something. Yeah, that's a lot of people are like, they don't really like getting gifts, you know. And I can see that. I can see part of that. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Tom? Are you
I like to buy gifts for like the people that are close to me. Like, I don't like to buy like gifts for like my neighbor or anybody else. And the same thing, like, I don't like getting gifts from people I don't know they're gonna get me gifts. Because I'm like, do they expect a gift now? I think Seinfeld did anything, right? They did something about that.
Oh yeah, it's actually where my question comes from, because it's a total Seinfeld thing. You could like,
it can screw you up in the head, man.
Yeah.
Because like, do I get them a gift? Did they expect a gift? Now that I got a gift, and it's like, I'm better off just getting gifts for the people I want to get gifts for, and not even worrying about anything else. Just if I get a gift, I get a gift. Buy who I need to get a gift for, because sometimes people go crazy and they spend $1,000 on a bunch of gibberish, and it's no sense doing that.
What about you, Mark?
I enjoy giving and receiving gifts, but like Tom says, you don't want to. I don't know. I enjoy getting gifts, but I don't want people to feel like they're obligated to give me a gift.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if they want to, great. If not, that's okay too.
Right.
You know, because the reality is, gifts I would like to get are things that I specifically am looking for, have been researching or want, and nobody else knows that except me. So, you know, I'm perfectly fine, because if somebody knows exactly what I want, great. If not, I don't care, really. You know, if you want to give me a gift, that's fine, but don't feel obligated. I enjoy giving gifts. I don't necessarily need to receive a gift just to receive a gift, though.
Honestly, I feel happier giving a homeless person a gift or something than giving somebody else I know a gift, to be honest. Because it's like somebody that has nothing. Well, I feel like they'll appreciate it more. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's just me.
Sure. No, I get that.
I think that's, like, it's like, for me, people who I know who I am close to, no problem, like, because I know what they'll like, etc. But other people, it's like, you buy them a gift and it could be bloody a couple $100. They're just gonna be like, oh, whatever. It's just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like this gift, like gift of creativity. Like I gave to you my rap song this year.
Yeah.
And that was from the heart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is awesome. That's the sort of, I absolutely love that sort of thing, because you know that person put a lot of thought and a lot of energy and really cared about it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that I love that sort of thing. I know myself now. The question actually comes from, and I don't know how into sport I'm a sports nut. I love sports. And so you guys might know a show on ESPN called PTI. I've mentioned it a few times. You might know I'm a huge fan of it. Kornheiser has his own show that I listen to, the podcast. And as you know, Kornheiser's a Jew, and so he has a lot of these little intricacies about him. You know what I'm saying? And my main news podcast that I listen to, that host is also a Jew. So they have these like things that pop up in their head and just crack me up, because I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And so Kornheiser was talking about this, you know, because Kornheiser, in his own roundabout ways, let you know he's rich. You know what I'm saying? What he says is, I'm good. Don't buy me any gifts. I'm good. I've got everything I need. I'm good.
If he needs it, he'll buy it, right?
And he's like, I was an only child, and I'm very uncomfortable getting gifts. Like, what, you know, like, I don't know. And then if I don't react the right way and they're looking at you, and I give it away, he says. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of made me think, hey, this is a good question. You know what I'm saying? I'll put that up there. I was kind of raised. There was only two of us. It's only me and my sister, and that was it. That's the end of the line. And as you know, my mom is typically in the show nowadays. And I was raised as like a giving person. My mom was a very giving person, and I love to give gifts. I would rather give a gift than receive one any day of the week. But I was raised receiving a lot of gifts as a kid because my mom, one of the things of owning a beauty salon is
Yeah. There you go. Whoa!
That's good.
Give us the gift that keeps on giving there. There we go. Are you back, Joe?
It was just me.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Joe.
That was funny. Oh man. Oh man. It keeps on giving.
That's the gift that keeps on giving, right?
Come on, Joe. Come on. Come on.
Joe was in the infinite gift giving loop.
Is he muted for you guys as well?
Yeah, he's muted.
No sound, Joe. No, you're muted. Come on.
There you go.
Now I'm unmuted. How am I doing now?
You're doing fantastic.
You're fine.
There we go. We back?
So where did I leave off?
I don't know.
You went into an infinite loop of giving. I think getting.
Keep on giving.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I would rather give a gift than receive one. Me personally, you know, nowadays, as a kid, I was, you know, given a lot of gifts though, a lot. Like one of the things about being raised with a mother that owns a beauty salon is she had a large clientele, and so all those ladies love little kids, and so they would bring a gift for you. You know what I'm saying? And so by the time Christmas come around, I literally probably had, me and my sister probably had anywhere from 30 to 40, sometimes, I mean, just tons of gifts. I'm not even kidding. It was awesome. You know what I'm saying? So I like to spread that, you know, nowadays it's very different. And so I like to, I would rather spread that joy to someone else, or I'd rather give something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't necessarily like make them do somersaults. Like, to me, it's the thought of the gift. You know what I'm saying? And the thought that like, hey, you know, yeah, this is cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's not something that I necessarily need or would use or necessarily my taste. But, you know, it's the thought that they gave it to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the way I think about it. You know what I'm saying? I would rather give something to somebody than get something. And because I feel like, but that's just me. I feel like it kind of helps them out. And like I said, it might not be necessarily something that you need or wanted or anything like that, but it's the thought behind it, right? Like, oh yeah, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of needed a little boost. I was feeling like crap, and you know what I'm saying? And just the fact that sometimes someone is thinking about you and thought enough to just get you something is the point. You know what I'm saying? And
even just get him a card or something like that, and writing a nice showing that, or
you know, even just emceeing a song and sending it to somebody.
Well, depending, it could be considered a good gift or a terrible gift.
It could be. It's like Alexa's jokes. You know, Alexa,
Oh,
Alexa,
man.
tell me a joke.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Watch. Achoo. Gesundheit.
Does it have any poop facts?
Yeah, sometimes they're just so bad they're good. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, open poop fact.
Sorry, I'm having trouble accessing your poop facts skill right now.
So what happened is poop fact is crapped out.
It's on the toilet.
Yeah, she can give us a fact though. Alexa.
Hey, Alexa, bust a rhyme.
Oh yeah, Alexa, bust a rhyme.
That was Play Busta Rhymes, right?
No. Alexa, bust a rhyme.
There once was a very bad dog with a penchant for mean dialogue. To his owner, he'd say, "You taught me to stay. I don't want to go out for a jog."
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, you wanted a rhyme, you got a rhyme. You know what I'm saying? There it is.
You put a little beat in that, it'd be good.
Oh, I wonder if she can beatbox. Alexa, volume 7. Alexa, can you beatbox? Yes!
There you go.
Boom, baby!
That's hilarious.
Oh,
Google can do that.
Alexa could beatbox, man.
That's awesome.
That's
Alexa,
funny.
man.
Oh, yeah, I won't say the magic word again. Dear God, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious, man. That is awesome. And see, you want beatboxing, you get it right here on Share a Beer, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was wondering about that sort of thing. And so we covered that and we covered that. Now, I do have a little tip, and I didn't get a chance to check into this, but it's something that I think Mark listens to him too, and I listened to Clark Howard, and he pointed out something that I thought would be really good information for people to look into. Something for now those of you that may need a prescription and this is mostly for people in America, but if you need prescription medications or you take prescription medications, they said that I guess apparently what's happening is with the generic brands these days that a lot of times those prescriptions are so cheap, even cheaper than the negotiated price that your particular healthcare provider might have negotiated. Mm-hmm. So in some cases, like, I don't know, I don't even know what prescription, but Clark was using an example of he has one prescription that I think was $30-some through his healthcare provider, and the generic version of that same prescription was only like $9 and some cents. So had he not even gone through his, had he just asked for, and it's something apparently, I guess, if the pharmacist can't necessarily just tell you, you have to ask for it.
Yeah, you basically have to say, is that the best price I can get?
Yeah.
Because once you say that, that's like opening up a magic door where they have to go that next step and say yes or no.
Right.
That's something to do with, I don't know, regulations or whatever. So, yeah, is that the best price I can get?
Right.
And they have to tell you if there's something else better, which makes a lot of sense.
Sometimes it made a lot of sense to me when I heard it, and I was, something that I don't necessarily need a medication. But for those of you that do, and you have time to do this sort of thing, maybe you might have a recent incident and you need pain medication. Now you're going to just take whatever the hell they, give you. But if you have the time, maybe you can research that medicine first, or just ask your pharmacist when you go, hey, is there the pot shops?
Yeah, pot shops.
Zach popped up in here, so now the other Zach from Colorado, of course, and so yeah. But no, that might be a tip. I know my mom's one of them needs prescription medications, and so that might be a tip that you can ask your pharmacist, hey, is this the best price that I can get on this?
Yeah.
Because sometimes even your copay on that medicine could be higher than the generic. So you could be saving money.
The thing I found is when you're at the doctor and they're like, well, you need this. If you just ask, is there a generic equivalent to that?
Yeah.
They might not know, but if you ask that, they may like, well, wait a minute, let me check. And then they'll, have somebody check. And then oftentimes there is a generic too, because it's just asking one or two simple questions can save a lot of money. Or you can just go to the pot shop and get an edible.
You can just go to the pot shop, get an edible, and who cares? So Zach, did you hear our earlier conversation, or have you been to a Taco Bell Cantina that's serving its own beer now?
Oh, yeah, I went to one in Vegas last year.
That's right. Yeah, they did say they had one in Vegas. Now, did they have their own Taco Bell beer?
It's right in Planet Hollywood. Like right when you walk out the door of Planet Hollywood.
So did they have their own Taco Bell branded beer?
Yeah, they had like a couple of light beers. Nothing dark. And then quite a few cocktails.
Okay.
And then, they had a wall of probably 20 different like alcoholic slushies you could get. But then you could get a margarita or whatever as well. And the food, I will say, was actually better.
So it was better at the cantina.
Yeah, we went and we sat down, and you can tell the difference. It's still Taco Bell. It's like
now I got to ask. Now, was it better because you were, a couple of beers in, or was it,
It had like that freshly grilled steak. Like you could tell, like that steak just came off the grill.
Okay.
The fajita type vegetables, the onions, the peppers, they had like that slight crispness to them, where you could tell they were just grilled. They weren't just coming out of a pot or a bag. All the tortillas were warm.
Okay.
The taco wasn't like, hey, where'd the bottom of it go?
Right. So it was just that little bit of a notch up better than a regular Taco Bell. Which actually sounds pretty worth it, really, because we were talking earlier, and Taco Bell is actually if you get those prices for Taco Bell food mixed with some alcohol, it seems like the perfect little place to hang out and not spend a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a great little after a night. We had been out all night, so we stopped for a Bloody Mary somewhere before, and then had that for like an 11 o'clock breakfast. Fun over, it worked.
Yeah.
And they had a great little patio that you just hung out on. And everybody was super nice. They wait your table.
Okay. Yeah, so they just kind of kick everything up a little bit. They cook stuff a little quicker, serve it faster, a little bit more table service, and then,
it reminded me a lot of, you remember how Pizza Hut used to be?
Mm-hmm.
When you walk into a Pizza Hut, it was more like a family dining experience.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had some of those Pizza Huts that used to even have the salad bar in them.
Oh, that's old school. Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me a little bit of that, except for, of course, Taco Bell in Vegas.
Yeah.
Now that you're here, Zach, I want to ask you. There's been some chatter, if you will, of spirits. I'm reading a headline here from the beveragedaily.com. Spirits overtake beer as most valuable on-premise alcohol category. Have you been hearing some chatter about that?
The margins are just ridiculous when you get into liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Consider if they sell you a bottle of bourbon, or a pretty decent glass of bourbon, or bottle of bourbon, $60, let's say. And if you go into their tap room and you're mixing a cocktail, We have quite a few craft distilleries here. And a whiskey cocktail, a Manhattan or an old fashioned, I'd say, $9 on the average. And that has a shot of bourbon in it. How many shots are in a bottle? I mean, you're making some serious coin.
Yeah, yeah. You buy the bottle for $50 because you're buying it at or $30 because you're buying it at wholesale, and then you're charging basically $6 a shot, and there's 20 shots in a bottle. Yeah.
Is there 20 shots? How many shots are in a bottle? Is it 20?
1.5 ounces per shot. If they're doing a real shot, 1.5. So that's like 26. Yeah, it's like 18 or 19 shots per bottle. Yeah.
So their margins are
6 or 7 times.
I mean, they're very good, and it's not like it's costing them any more to make the product. They have a timeline. There's time involved.
Yeah.
The thing with them, that's why a lot of people they start by making vodkas, white rums, things like that you don't need to age. But I mean, your markup's still the same on that. Because you're still paying the same for a good vodka.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I was wondering because they were they were giving some crazy numbers here, on premises dollar sales, and that's apparently for this year. Spirits are at 42.6 billion, and beer is at 42.4 billion. It's the first time ever that it's passed beer.
Cocktails have also really picked up.
Yeah.
Popularity. You're seeing these really innovative. I mean, you're following the culinary trend in the country. Also, Japan is known highly for their cocktail making. I think that's spreading to Europe as well. Where it's not just, hey, give me an old fashioned Manhattan, give me a vodka Sprite anymore. They're hand making syrups. They're really getting so creative with some business. We have a place here down in Colorado Springs that I was going to visit. Tobacco leaf old fashioned, and they put a seared tobacco leaf in it, and then it comes with this orange peel that's on fire, and it is just one of the most amazing things.
Wow.
But then right by our brewery, we've got Bear Creek Distilling. You walk in there and they make vodka, rum, and 3 different kinds of whiskey, and they probably have 30 different cocktails to offer you at any point.
Yep.
Huh.
That's a nice gift, though. Getting going like a distillery and getting someone a nice bottle from a distillery.
Yeah.
A nice homemade.
So there is something to that.
It's growing. From when I was in Phoenix, I don't think it's actually hit Phoenix yet.
No.
It's really big. Washington, from what I understand, actually has more distilleries than it does breweries.
Wow.
Washington does?
Yes.
Wow. Really? Wow.
Washington's huge. You go to Seattle, cocktails are huge in Seattle.
Wow.
Distilleries are big time.
I didn't know
I wonder if that would be the same thing in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of speakeasies up there in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you get into the Bible Belt out there, and Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, all those, that's bourbon. That's Bourbon City there.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, we all know that. Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, that's that whole region's bourbon country over there. Absolutely.
But Joe, you're a vodka guy, you said, or a gin guy?
I no, not gin. Yeah, vodka, more vodka and whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime you come through Denver, you can find just as many distilleries as you can breweries.
I definitely knew that about Denver. Now there's some really good whiskey bars here. I have not been to them, but I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Here in Phoenix, but I mean, there's nothing quite like Denver. As far as that whole scene, I don't know. I haven't heard too much buzz out of California. I don't know how much the spirits are, how big it is there. But, I mean, we know the wine is a big deal there for sure.
Well, Rogue makes their own whiskey.
Wow.
There is dead guy whiskey.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And they don't they do gin too? They do other spirits too.
Yeah, they do other spirits.
I think you can even buy packaged oysters. They fucking sell them.
Yeah.
Joe, that bottle you have from Rogue, they use the barrels from the dead guy, right? I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they did say that. Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, because we just went into the a big long thing about the description on that, and they did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know you're trying to take your mind off it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, now you got me thinking about it, damn it. And I've got all this time off. See, at least I was working before, and so I didn't, I could get off of it. Now I'm like sitting here staring at the damn bottle.
All right, guys, I want the over and under on when Joe drinks.
I know, man. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here?
If the Rams go to the Super Bowl, that bottle's gone.
Oh, no, yeah, there's nothing stopping it then. Yeah, son.
It's going to open on Super Bowl Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully before the game, just in case you're covered. That way you're covered. You can drink it before the game even starts. That way you don't feel bad.
That would be a good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be a good reason to save that beer. Hey, I'm saving it for the Super Bowl. It's actually only a few more weeks.
Yeah.
It's that very first weekend of February, the Super Bowl. So, that's an interesting question too. Now, and this is a great discussion. I'm going to get back to it, but just for that Super Bowl question, I want to ask our friend across the pond: is the Super Bowl any sort of big deal over there in Australia, Zach?
Basically, the adverts are much more important than the actual game. Most people here don't give a shit.
That's true.
It's always about the adverts because there's always such interesting adverts coming on.
You know what, Zach? The big secret here is that most people are into the adverts here as well.
Yep. They watch the game for the ads. Yeah.
Yeah, you watch that's the one game where you're watching all the ads.
I won't lie, I have no idea how American football works, how they do their things, etc. I have no idea. But
actually,
I always watch them.
Especially after last week's Patriots-Steelers game, we don't either.
Yeah, we don't know.
we have no idea how it works because they seem to change the rules whenever they want, however they want. We actually have no idea.
I've watched one or two, I wouldn't say full games, but I've watched highlights. It's it's such a slow game. We've got AFL here.
Yeah.
And AFL is just continuous, fast pace. Versus, it's kind of like rugby where it's just, I don't know. It just seems quite slow compared to other sports. So
is rugby just as slow? I can't say I've really watched a lot of rugby.
Rugby, I don't know. I would say rugby is somewhat equivalent.
Yeah.
Versus, for example, AFL. AFL there's virtually no stopping. It's just continuous action, running, getting ball, blah, blah, blah.
Australian rules football kind of takes soccer, rugby, and American football and mixes it all up.
I like rugby. We work on rugby.
If you said Australian rules football is like soccer, then you'd probably get punched in the face. But
I better not say an Australian.
No, that's entertainment.
I've got a Santa hat on. Who would hit Santa?
That's entertainment. And we've got someone else in the chat that would love to see that.
Jesus.
A little brotherly love there. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
That would be part of the Christmas film right there. Yeah. Oh, kids, sit around. Watch Uncle Mark get there.
Watch Uncle Mark's face shatter.
It's super slow-mo. Watch the face wrap around the fist.
Soccer, like seriously, like soccer to most, well, for a big percentage of the, any footy lovers anyway, it's just a whole stack of guys falling over, pretending like they're hurt. Versus AFL, you'll see people running around with just blood all over their faces. Like, yeah, it's a weak sport basically. So.
Okay, well, I just thought I'd ask because it is coming up here in a few weeks, and I know we take it as a bigger deal, but I know that it is broadcast all over the world. So I was just kind of interested on.
It is, and I'm actually thinking about watching it this year because I've never watched it before. So I'm actually thinking, I might go to a pub and watch it. So,
well, if the Rams are in it, then you're like, oh, I've got to watch this. This is Jody's team right here. That'll give you a little inspiration. And if somehow, by some means, the Broncos make it in, then you'll know that's Zach's team right there.
Oh no.
Zach is so diehard, he's even naming a few beers after the Broncos.
Right.
He just loves them.
Fucking failure IPA.
Now, getting back to our spirits conversation there earlier, what sparked that whole thing was there's a friend of mine that's a pretty heavy investor, and so he knows I love beer, and so of course he couldn't wait to see me, and then we had this big conversation about it because I'm like, do you know how much beer gets sold in this darn world? Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, I'm telling you, Joe. And I know that if he's telling me something, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't calling him a liar. I was just like, are you aware of, like, you know what I'm saying? But no, after hearing you explain that, makes a lot of sense because you're talking 1 point, and I bet you a lot of places are trying to get 1 ounce shots out of this bad boy instead of 1.5. So it makes a lot more sense when you explain it that way, and then you're charging as much as a beer for each shot, and
and if in a cocktail.
But how do you factor now in the case of whiskeys and so forth, and some of your other tequilas and so forth? How do you factor in the time that it takes to get that beer spirit to maturity? Like that time's got to factor in there as well, doesn't it?
It matters what you want for the end product.
Yeah.
Do you want a Blanco? Do you want a Reposado? Do you want a Añejo for tequila? Do you want?
But I mean, it would seem like, okay, like wouldn't that have to factor into those numbers as well? Like, how much beer could you sell at X dollars before you even sell that first ounce of X spirit for X dollars?
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? And that time difference, because it takes a lot more time to get a rum or, oh, there you go. He's got some good wild turkey there.
101.
But it takes, it takes time to get that.
That's a long time ago.
I mean, in some cases, it takes years to get some of the, whiskeys and rums and so forth up to speed. And so how do you factor that in?
I don't know. That's part of the reason the cost is more too, though. I mean, to begin with, I guess, because you got to put it in a barrel and you got to wait 6, 8, 10 years. Or
because my point is, if it takes you,
craft bourbons are at 3 years right now, 2 and 3 years for craft bourbons.
Yeah,
those will start moving to 4 and 6 as they get older.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, these guys have millions of dollars spent before they get open. So that's where the investors, they're loving this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just seems like it still doesn't make sense to me because in that 6-year time, you know how much beer I've sold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but you can look at it like one bottle. If you're aging, it's a nice bottle, and you're aging that for 10, 15 years, and each one of those bottles are $200. I mean, how many barrels do you have? I mean, how many bottles are you gonna get?
Beer's not that far behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, these beers are going for crazy prices nowadays.
I saw one from Stillwater yesterday, a Gosa, for $40. No way. No way.
Did I say the other week that you guys were talking about the highest alcohol beers?
Yes.
I had Brewmeister's Armageddon.
Oh, that's.
And that was 65% alcohol.
Get out! I'm looking that up.
I think I heard of that.
I've heard of the what's it called? Like the what's it called? Atomic Penguin, is it?
Yeah, that's Brewdog. Yep, Brewdog's.
Brewdog, that's the one.
Yeah, and Brewdog doesn't even come near.
That was
what
was like that again? Brewmeister's what?
Armageddon. 65% alcohol.
I've seen the Atomic Penguin in Australia once, and it was over $200 a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 42%.
So I bought this stuff out of the UK, and when I bought it, 5 of us split a 12-ounce bottle.
Wow!
And I think this thing, it was about $120 a bottle.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they have some higher. These guys are known for the highest.
Now, was it like what was it? Barrel aged? Was it like anything like that? Or
Look
was
at
it
this.
just...
I mean, you got to see this beer. Look at this beer. I'm gonna screen share this sucker with you right now. Look at this thing. This
Icebox, huh?
This is nice. Look at that. 872 total, 6 in the last 30, 65% ABV. A 3.44 though.
That's pretty high. That freaking amount of alcohol.
The world's strongest beer at 65%. Ingredients include crystal malt, wheat, flaked oats, and of course 100% Scottish spring water. We then freeze ferment the beer to bring up the ABV. Consume this like a fine whiskey. I bet. Let's take a look at
So
this.
basically, they freeze off all the water. Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially a really large icebox.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that beer.
65%. Wow.
That's insanity.
130 proof.
Is that what it is, Mark?
Whiskey. Yeah. Like 130.
Is it enjoyable?
I thought it was enjoyable. I mean,
look at this, man. This is.
It doesn't taste 65% really.
All right.
It tastes like a very large barley.
Okay. All right.
What did that cost?
I was probably at 120 for the bottle.
Wow.
So that gave each of the 5 of you basically 2 ounces and a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like $20 a shot, basically.
What is that? Yeah. Is that like 20 drinks a bottle or something?
12 ounces. So that's like 8 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad if you have 6 people with you and you all throw $20.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, try it.
I mean, yeah. It's no worse than you pay $15 for a shot of wild turkey at the bar. So.
Or a mixed drink.
You know.
It looks like you can still buy it.
Yeah.
I am looking right now to see what Google says where I can get this beer and how much it costs. I am so curious right now. This is insane.
Does anyone know how much this would cost in US?
So there's a new
Wild Turkey 101.
$35, $30.
Is that a fifth? Is that a 750 milliliter or is it a liter and a half?
700 ml and it's 50.5%.
What do you say?
Okay, so it's 100 proof. Yeah, that's probably $30, 30 to 35 US dollars.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is actually something that's not ridiculous. This cost me 42 Australian.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
They're like not probably cheaper than what you pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like they've got a new highest alcohol one. It's 67.5%. And that's called Snake Venom. And that is for sale right now for 49, what's considered 50 euros.
So yeah, 55
What
bucks.
beer was that?
Snake Venom.
Snake what?
Snake Venom.
Snake Venom.
Yeah.
There you go. Snake Venom beer.
Yeah.
It's almost like a beer that you have to have people around to drink it with.
Wow, look at that.
Right.
330. So that's 11.2 ounces. Yeah.
Night. You try drinking it
Yeah,
yourself.
that's called good night juice right there.
Yeah.
It drinks very much like a whiskey as far as it had legs.
There you go. Look at that. 50 euros.
What is it? $75 US?
Or is that British pounds?
No.
Pounds.
Is that pounds?
Yeah.
That might be.
That's pounds, right?
Well, I don't know.
I think
I
that's
just know that
pounds.
the shipping costs you, and it took me almost 2 months to get that.
Did it really? Yeah,
There
because
were
it's
points-
67.5%.
There were
So it's
points that I
basically
was-
Look at that.
that'd be like $65 US.
That
Yeah.
looks like snake venom. Look at that.
Yep.
So you just ordered it and forgot about it, basically, and just it ended up coming one day.
I mean, I thought about it a lot. I talked with the brewery, like, hey, what's going on? And they tried to keep me updated of when it was coming out. But it definitely sat in customs for a little bit.
Yeah, you think? Yeah. Wow.
But there's some shit that I've bought that I'm wondering what my FBI file.
So this is from Scotland.
We could probably ask Alexa. She'd probably tell us what your
And
FBI
look,
file.
this is a warning. This beer is not for the faint-hearted. It is recommended to enjoy in small doses of 35 milliliter measures.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Like moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drink the whole bottle.
I mean, did you see the picture of this? That looks like snake venom.
Yeah.
I would do it again, but it's one of those that you've got to have the right group of people that's excited about it.
Yeah.
Like if you just get somebody that wants to come in there and be like, oh, this is whatever, and pissed off about spending the money, they kind of ruin the whole thing. But if you got a good group to do it with,
Some to appreciate it, at least.
Yeah.
Get the hype,
Yeah.
at least.
You need,
let's
you
grab
need
a
a few
bottle
beer
for
geeks.
next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they have it on Amazon.
Wow.
There you go.
Free delivery in the UK. Amazon Prime. Just imagine that, Joe. Get yourself
Dude.
some snake venom. Amazon Prime.
Dude, Amazon Prime. Order it now.
Temporarily out of stock.
Temporarily out of stock. That's weak. Free delivery in the UK. Dude, we're on the wrong place. They get free delivery of beer. Look at all the different beers they do. Tiger, are you serious?
Oh yeah, free delivery.
Delicious.
Yeah, because customers that shop for snake venom also want Tiger. Because that's the first thing I think of. Yeah, the world's strongest current beer.
You can get 2 cases of Tiger for 1 bottle of snake venom.
Look at that. That's a case of. Yeah, look at that. That is a case. Dude,
48
you can get.
cans of Tiger or one bottle of snake venom.
And they're not worth it. None of
funny.
them's worth it. This is insane. Look at all the different beers you can get with in the UK. Can you get beer? Now I know Amazon just launched in Australia, but can you get beer, or is that in the future plans? Do you have any idea?
Can't say I've actually looked at it in the last 3-4 days, but last
fair
time it was mainly just like electronic CDs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I got a question.
I'm
sorry, I'm cutting you off and everything.
Yeah,
I know you said about a month ago you said you want to stop brewing beer. How's that going along? Have you started?
That yes.
Has it not started yet?
Yeah, no, I did my first brew, but I was planning on doing a stout. But the problem is, it's kind of like a physical thing to do. In my case, I have to kind of move the actual brew around, and I can't lift until about more or less now. So I haven't actually done anything yet, but I'm planning on probably the next week or two. I'm going to start brewing a stout. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was just because I couldn't actually. My limit was like 3 kilos for lifting, so yeah.
He just had surgery, so.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You can't lift. All right, and you say lifting. I was like, wait, you can't lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 kilos, 3.5 kilos, maybe.
Yeah.
So like 10 pounds or less, basically. Yeah.
He had a problem that was preventing him from lifting, and so now he had surgery. Now he will be able to lift, but now does he have the spirit to even brew? We'll see.
Oh.
He might be currently moving over into. He might be moving into spirits as we speak because that's more reasonably priced.
It's about that. Yeah.
If you're going bang for your buck sort of thing, that might be the best value right there. Or you could just start brewing spirits, man. Boom! There you go. Get into some moonshine business. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'll probably kill myself because it probably makes something too strong.
Don't blow your house up.
Now these two cats sampled this snake venom.
Strongest beer comes with an alcohol punch of 67.5%. By comparison, Grey Goose vodka and Jack Daniel's whiskey are wimpy 40% alcohol, if you can call that drink.
Jesus.
Hey guys, I'm Patrick Jones, Sure Buzz 60. The beer is called Snake Venom.
Oh, they didn't drink it. They just talk crap about it. I hate those kind of videos. Now these cats are actually drinking it. Let's see what they do here, man, because they're
14. Doing one bottle, six shots, basically. I want the smoothie. It's on the board in the background.
Yeah, look at it. They have.
Bloody orange mixed berry. Now this was 2014, August 29th. 2014. So.
I hope they're not going to shoot it.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
They're going to shoot it. I put money on they're going to shoot it.
Yeah.
First taste and then maybe shoot it after.
Oh, they took it pretty easy. Okay.
That's good. Yeah. He's down the middle.
Look at bearded guy's face right here. Did you see that?
He's like, whoa. You're feeling the burn there.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
He's feeling the burn.
Look at that.
The guy in the blue was like, wait, what are you serving me, man?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, look at that face. Look at that. The reactions are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. This guy, nothing, bro. Look at that. Did you see that? This guy, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Can you make it a little stronger?
Yeah, I don't think he changed a bit. Let me go back a little farther here. Look at that. He just kind of, yeah, whatever, bro. You got anything else? I think the biggest reaction was out of this guy. This guy had a good reaction as well. This guy was nothing. This guy's like, look at that.
Look at him. He's banging it back.
He just crushed it. Oh, there you go. He got a little something out of him, but.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that with us, man. I was not aware of that beer.
Have you guys ever tried or heard of Ghostface Killer?
No.
Those are fun videos to watch because Ghostface Killer is a ghost chili beer made by Tristan Pine, and it's so fun to watch these idiots there. And I've drank it, and it's a very refreshing beer. If you like lap it up like a cat, like in small amounts like that. There's two out there. There's also an Ohio brewery that makes like this scorpion chili beer.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, these guys chug them, and they just make you laugh.
Are they really hot? Are they seriously hot?
Oh yeah, the ghost chili one is. I mean,
how many Scoville units or whatever they call it? Like 2 million or something like that.
It's a lot. Well, I just did. I didn't tell you. I did the one chip challenge.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, you did. So you had. Tell us what for people that don't know, what is the one chip challenge? I've heard of it.
One chip challenge is put on by, I guess it's called Packy Chips, and it is a Carolina Reaper seasoned corn chip.
They did this on Mike and Mike just before they went off the air.
Yep. It's also been done on Insider NBA, where they prank Shaq with it. It's pretty fucking funny.
Oh, really?
I love Shaq.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's a corn chip that is just coated, and it's coated like, you know, that golden chip in the bag. You're like, I don't care who's around me. I'm not sharing that because that has the most seasoning on it.
Mm.
Like, it was caked on there thick, and it comes in a coffin. And then the single chip is served. There's Shaq.
Yeah, I've seen that. He was dying. He was trying to act like nothing was happening.
It's like, ah. Like, oh my God.
He's trying to play it off.
Yeah.
You can see the edge of the eye here crying a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's trying to play it off like all he did was cough. He's like, no, I was just coughing. I wasn't really.
So was it just like that, Zach? Were you on fire?
It's really hot. So yeah, it comes in a coffin, and then the individual chip is in like a little condom. You're getting. Take it out. It smells like just pepper spicy. I just did the whole chip one bite, but I, being a competitive soul, told everybody, I said, because they had done theirs on Halloween, and they were saying how hot it was. Oh, fuck you pussies! I'll not drink anything for 7 minutes.
Really?
So I had to go dry for. I went dry with it for 7 minutes.
Oh.
The worst part about it is that it's so seasoned. If you've ever done the cinnamon challenge or any of that stuff,
yeah,
it like takes all the moisture from your mouth and completely dries you out. To where it's stuck and it's caked in your mouth.
Oh,
where you can swallow it. So I chewed it up, and I was doing okay at like 2 minutes, and then I went and cleared my teeth as my tongue. And it just started hitting the back of my throat.
Oh, man.
Hiccups and burning ears.
Oh.
But yeah, so that's Carolina Reaper peppers.
Oh, man.
15, whatever. 1.5 million Scoville. It was.
It doesn't seem like it. Eat it.
I'll tell you, the one thing I learned is if you're going to do dumb shit like that, don't let that be the first thing you've eaten all day.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, don't.
No, you want to have food in your
I went in and I chugged 3 beers and a glass of water and then ate shit.
Oh, no.
And the rest of the day, it kept feeling like somebody was giving my belly button a titty twister, purple nipple. He was grabbing my intestine and doing it.
Yeah, you need to eat something like a few slices of white bread or something to soak up all the acid it produced. Yeah.
This is when Mike and Mike did it.
Oh man, those guys are fun to watch.
Come on, there he goes. Crazy. Okay, he's in. Let's see. I will do play-by-play for the radio audience. The television audience on ESPN2 should have a full understanding of what's going on. No problem.
Oh, they got milk to drink too, which is smart.
Let me know how you feel. It's gone. The chip is gone. Yep, it's gone. You look a little out of it. Chip's gone. Okay.
That's his son.
What about you? Are you not in today? Okay, I'm good. Is this now a competition? Who's going for the milk first? From what I've seen,
you can see him dying.
Okay, it's on right now. It's starting to warm up. No, it's getting there. It's starting to warm up. Yo. Oh. I see Golik's face. My was on the table. Oh my God. Mikey, what are you going for right now? Oh, shit.
He touched his eye. He touched his eye.
That's worse than anything.
Did you really eat it, or did you put the chips in there?
You can see the struggle.
It was not the hottest thing I've ever eaten, but it has like a 20-25 minute lingering.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've had the hottest thing I've ever had are these wings called.
Look at that, he is suffering.
You can take off your gloves and then you can touch your face, right? Take the gloves off and then you can touch your face. Mike, the Golics are really dripping now. There's a lot of water coming out of it.
They're dripping.
They're dripping.
Yeah, Mikey's almost like.
Look at that, Trey's acting like nothing.
Strong and Trey, I don't know what's the big deal. I asked you. Trey, did you actually eat? Okay, now there we go. No, that was a joke. Okay, I'm not going for the milk. I'm taken aback by Trey right now. This is
pretty much of it.
You look all right. Uh-oh, good. You know what it is?
Like, even like hurt when he peed.
In your mouth. And Mikey is going to the full container.
He picked up the full gallon.
Look at Damian Wood. He's just standing strong. Brother, no, trust me, my legs are shaking right now. You did that ghost pepper. How does this compare to that? It's higher.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh, he's dying.
It's hotter.
Oh, geez.
He has to go to his knees, man. Look at that.
Stone has his hands in his pocket. He's good.
Are there varying levels of these? Did he get a less? I did throw away the stun chips. I want to be clear. But no, I'm all right. That's impressive. Damian, wow. Yeah, I think I'd like another one.
Yeah, you can see it. The longer it goes on, Trey's getting a little in Damian's.
Oh man.
Okay, fair enough. Damian is the realest one I've ever met. Bro, talk to me, D. Tell me how you're feeling right now. Bro, my legs feel like
Now think about this marketing program for the chip company.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got celebrities now
doing it. Yeah.
Trying to eat their chip, and so that makes you want to try this chip. You know?
Yep. You can't even buy the chip. It's like you go anywhere.
You can't buy it?
It's like $60 if you do want to buy it.
Sold out till next year.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But you can buy all their other chips while you're waiting. I'm sure.
Yeah, they have a ghost chili chip that's really good. If you like a good spicy chip, the ghost chili one is actually really good. I will say, like, raw ghost chili is hotter than this chip.
I like the way they're showing it because it comes sealed like that. Zach, is that how yours came?
Yeah, it's like a little. It's like a 6 by 3 coffin, and then
a little coffin. Look at that.
He has the little condom. He's got the condom wrapper in his hand here. It comes individually sealed. Like, if you opened it up and you were like, "Hey, let's get it on," yo, sorry, honey, you're wrong thing.
Oh man!
And they got rubber gloves on. They got the latex gloves on.
Oh, you don't need those. It's not that.
And there's the chip.
But I mean, yeah, it's coated on there. You can see how dark it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's sniffing it and already in trouble. I like this. This video actually shows it close, so I like this.
The trick was it to me was you need to chew it enough. Don't just chew and swallow. You don't have any saliva left. Chew it and let saliva build back up.
Do we need to try this?
Next year I'll do it.
Do we need to try this?
It's terrible. It's a terrible thing for your body. I can see Mark going, no way.
She's already hurting. Look at her. They just ate it and she's already hurting.
No, I like spicy foods, but not that much.
Yeah, she's going milk already. He's already got gloves off. I think that's the smart thing to do. Eat the chip and take the gloves off and get all that material away from you because that's got stuff on it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to hang. She ain't even messing around. I would take those gloves off if I were her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to, I got like a little on my face and it burned my skin.
Oh, yeah.
But like the first pee after, you're going to see it coming out.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It hurts the dangle.
Look at that. Look at that. You know they're hurting because she's standing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
he's about ready to like run off screaming.
Yeah. Because he's trying to hang, but I think he made it worse. At least she went milk right away.
I did a ghost chili challenge that we had to eat like this like little dip. That was a ghost chili dip, and yeah, I got about 2/3 the way through until I drank just a couple of liters of milk. It was just, oh my god, it was horrendous.
He finally went for the water. He just, I need more liquid than
you
this.
don't go for water. You don't go for water. That makes it worse.
Yeah, you'd be better off to just like get like heavy whipping cream, the real fatty stuff.
Yeah, something real sour cream, maybe sour cream.
Yeah, ice cream,
anything.
Let me try to get another link in here. Maybe I haven't been watching the chat. I've been all into this stupid challenge here. Hopefully that link will work. If not, guys, go to my Google Plus page, and hopefully that link still works. If you want to jump in, we're only going to be going a few more minutes here. We're not really going to be going that much longer. But I really, how do I order this thing? How do I look it up? Okay, the Pocky One Chip. Is that what it's called? Pocky One Chip, maybe.
One chip challenge.
I have got to look this up. This is killing me now. I want to know more about this chip.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you? I'm super curious.
No, your entire afternoon is now ruined. Just them sitting on
$89.
Yeah.
Holy.
That's what people are selling it for. It'll be back next year, and you'll be able to do it. You just sign up and.
So this is at Walmart.
I think it cost me $8. It was $8, I think.
Wow. So that's the coffin. Carolina Reaper Madness, Deadly Heat, One Chip Challenge. And it's literally one dude at $89. That is never gonna go in my mouth, I promise you. So here's a look at the condom wrapper and the chip, right?
That's really what it is.
And you open that and you're just dead. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is sold by a third party, so it's not sold by Walmart. And they only have 6 left.
They have Packy has a whole website of their own.
So here you go, One Chip Challenge from Packy.
So was it come out in the
And then-
summer or the fall?
Yeah, I think it was the fall.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So
Post your pain.
sold out. Yeah, because they have the ghost pepper, spicy queso, shop pack. So apparently, oh, okay. Let's see. It's sold out. So they won't even let you see how much it was
It was like $8.99, I think.
directly from them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because their bags are selling for $3.37 a bag. So, okay. All right. Now, this one's sold out, but yeah, that is crazy. That is.
Mm-hmm.
The ingredients are ground corn, canola oil, Carolina Reaper pepper, ghost pepper, sea salt, chipotle pepper, and yeast extract.
Hmm.
Yeah. No artificial ingredients, no artificial flavors, no preservatives, and gluten-free.
There you go.
And non-GMO. So we're
And kosher. And it's kosher too.
And
So-
hotter than all hell.
Yep.
Right?
Have any of you guys heard of shit the bed hot sauce?
The what?
Shit the bed. That's the name of it. It's Australian hot sauce. It's apparently roughly 10 times hotter than Tabasco, whatever it's called.
Oh.
I love hot food.
I don't. Now there. Now those of you that may or may not know, but the Chili Festival used to come to Albuquerque once a year, and the last time I tried any of those crazy, funky hot sauces, man, was at the festival, and I loved hot foods, not as much anymore, but back then I was really into it. And literally the fourth booth that particular season, the fourth booth I walked up to, the dude's like, "You want some hot stuff?" And I'm like, "I want the hottest blipping thing you got, right?" And I should have known I was in trouble when he had, literally that booth. They always have their things laid out in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And they'll give you on crackers or on chips or whatever, and they'll give you a couple little dots, and you put it in your mouth, and you die a little bit, and you live. This guy, okay, man, you look like you can handle some stuff, and he reaches back here. That should have been the first indication that you don't want none of this. You know what I'm saying? I should have done just like what was that movie? Where was it Friday or something when he was SIBO? He's like, "No." You want some of this? No. I should have done that, because what ended up happening is I think he put 3 or 4 drops on one of those crackers and handed it to me. And at the time, it was my sister-in-law's boyfriend. Me and him liked hot stuff, and so we plopped these things in our mouths at the same time. And it didn't take long before not only it was like when I was in the Army and I went in the gas chamber. In no time at all, literally snot was just running down my face. It was like I had no control over anything. I was not only crying, I was not only perspiring, my ears started ringing. You know what I'm saying? It was awful. I put anything you could imagine in my mouth to try to cool it off. After that, I even tried to have the sweetest jelly you could ever have, and it still was hot to me. It was just, it was nuts. My whole complete day was ruined. It was just.
One of my worst ones was we were at a brewery for a fundraiser for a friend that had some cancer and stuff going on. And the guy from the hot sauce shop shows up, and we're hitting it off and talking, and he goes, "Yeah, I brought my hottest hot sauce. Multiple personalities, it's called."
Oh my god.
It's got like scorpion pepper.
Oh, jeez.
Multiple person. The names of these hot sauces is pretty cool, isn't it? It's just like beer. I mean, they got some cool names.
Like death.
I've eaten it on a couple of chips, and I go through about a quarter of a bottle, and I'm like,
no.
Yeah. And the more I start drinking, the less hot it gets. At least. And then I have the bright idea of, like, all right, well, I'll do a shot of this stuff if you guys give me $50 to donate.
Oh shoot!
Well, in a room full of people that just want to see somebody do something stupid, I'm the one that, oh, hell yeah, you got, what do you want, $1 for it? I'll do it. I take and they fill a shot glass up with this stuff. And man, it burned so bad that about 20 minutes later I said, all right, so who wants to come and do it with me the next time? And I said, if we can get $20 for every brewer in the house, I'll make every brewer do it with me. Now, I didn't have some brewer friends that talked to me. They wouldn't talk to me for like 6 months.
I bet. Yeah.
So I got about 5 other dudes to do this shot. So I did 2 shots of this shit. And, oh, God, I was not feeling well. One guy does the shot and instantly throws up. The others, a couple cried. I remember being terrified to urinate. It was just so much oil.
That's funny. That is funny. Well, thanks for. Now I had, of course, I had seen that Mike and Mike when it aired, so I knew about the one chip challenge, but I hadn't researched it or anything at all. So
that's what your day is made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely.
There's a news anchor one here in Colorado where the news anchor throws up.
Oh,
from eating that one chip.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we definitely learned about. We had the question earlier about the strongest beer, and now we definitely know that it was Armageddon, and now it's snake venom. Is that currently right now the world's strongest beer?
I believe, yeah.
Well, no time like the present.
There's always somebody trying to.
Yeah, because that video was already like a few years old. World's strongest beer. Let's see. This list is well. Let's see.
They have one at 7.
Because they've got. Yeah, they still. It looks like according to Proof.media, highest ABV beers you can buy 7 months ago. This was published, and it was still.
Yeah.
It was still that same snake venom. So they've got, they start at Sam Adams Utopias, and then it goes up to Brewdog, Nuclear Penguin, and so on and so forth, and it leads on up to that snake venom. So looks like that's still king of the hill for now. Until someone tops it, I'm sure someone will try to. And they're basically spirits at that point, huh, Zach?
Yeah.
They're basically spirits.
Like a novelty most.
Yeah, it's novelty, of course. And if it was around me, I would try it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why not? Same thing with these cantinas that we were talking about earlier. And I also had an article on Beyonce and beer. Actually, I guess Brooklyn was ordered, got a cease and desist from Beyonce to stop production of that beer that they had that was in her name, and so they can no longer do that. But that's kind of a minor article there. But thanks to everybody for joining in. We're gonna end this one. Put this one in the can. Now for next Friday's show, keep in mind that's the show before New Year's, and so let's try to have New Year's resolutions, or what resolutions you had going into 2017 that maybe you didn't meet, or maybe you met. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear.
The New Year's Eve show then, Joe?
I'm sorry?
When is the New Year's Eve show? Or
New Year's Eve.
The New Year's Eve show will be Sunday.
Yeah, no, it will be on New Year's Eve. We're going to start with Greenwich Mean Time, which will be 5 my time. Well, your time as well. So that'll be the first show. And then after that, then it'll just be from Eastern time, all the 4 main American time zones.
Oh, that's gonna be a long show.
No, not all consecutively. It'll be just quick shows, quick little.
It's gonna be at least 5.
Good if I send some beer out on Monday, everybody should be good, no?
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Probably.
Is it going to be the same time as this show, or is it going to be different?
It's gonna be different.
Yeah, like I said, the first New Year's show will be at Greenwich Mean Time. So for me, that's 5 p.m.
What time is it right now for you?
For me, it's 12:20 p.m.
Okay.
Or it could be easier for you Eastern time, which is 2.
Yeah.
So it'd be 2:20 Eastern. Right now, it's 2:20. So
if you look up in Eastern, that's the time you're basically starting, right?
Yeah, it's
so be at 5 Eastern, and then take a break after that, and then come back 4 hours later to do Eastern time, midnight, right? Yeah.
So Greenwich time midnight for me is at 5. So I'll probably have
so
to.
It'll be 7 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
Greenwich Mean is okay. Yeah.
So 7 Eastern would be Greenwich Mean Time. So I don't. You could just Google it. For your own time zone there if you wanted to, Zach.
Yep.
But that'll be the first show, and I'm hoping that'll cover most people. Not in America. I'm hoping that'll. Because there's like 4 time zones in Australia alone, right? And I'm like, yeah.
It's like 8 in the morning for you, Zach, I think midnight is like 8 in the morning for you. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I can actually get on when you're having the show, I'm going to be a year ahead of you. Just so you know.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to be like a whole year.
You'll be able to tell us what 2018 is looking like.
Yeah, it is. I won't even go. We looked at all the time zones on the map when we were talking about this on the last show, and we found some crazy time zones, and especially Australia, because some of your time zones are only like a half hour apart, 45 minutes apart, right?
Yeah, we change depending on the state you live in. We'll go either an hour ahead or an hour back. Wow. So, yeah, it depends. Or we'll be half an hour ahead or half an hour back.
Yeah, that's just bananas to me. That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I believe it said that there's 26 time zones in the world, and we're not doing 26 hours here. We're not. That's just crazy talk. But. I would imagine that the Greenwich Mean Time will be a decent, as far as time, a decent length of a show, maybe a half hour. And then I would imagine Eastern Time Zone will probably be another one that's kind of lengthy. And and I don't know, maybe they all might be lengthy. I don't know what happens to these darn things. We'll see. The plan, though, okay, you have to have a plan.
That's right.
And that's the plan, though, is to start with just GMT, because then that gives me personally enough of a break to kind of catch my breath or take a nap or whatever I need to do.
Like half an hour on GMT, and then that gives you like 4.5 hours before East Coast.
Yeah.
Because then once East Coast hits, then you're locked and loaded for 4 hours. I mean,
it could turn into just a consecutive thing, but I would actually like it to just be individual shows, just like we did last year, or this year, because then you could kind of tune into just your time zone, and then for the people that are watching a recording, they could just tune into their recording instead of a big blob of a show, and then that might turn some people off. So.
Yeah,
a lot of people really liked it, so we're doing it again, and that's how we did it last time. So
that worked out pretty good.
It was a lot of fun. So that's what we're doing, Zach. So I don't know how that works for you, man. If you still were gonna follow through with your plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get. Let's see. I'd love to send beer overseas, but that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
did you, Mark, Tom, Bum, and Andrew?
Yeah.
That's 5. Yeah. So
Is
I'm just gonna send out a couple of growlers.
Oh, okay, growler. Okay, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Crowlers.
Yeah, crowlers.
Yeah, Oh, okay. I thought he said growlers. I'm like, wow, a growler. Okay, yeah. No, crowlers is still awesome though. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, crawlers would be awesome. If you can appreciate it, I mean, that would be very gracious of you. I'd really appreciate it.
I'll try to get them on. It'll be Monday.
Okay. Because then that would cover most people that have the glasses. So, which would be great because then we'd have the same glassware, the same beers, and then
I'm just gonna shotgun mine.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'll just shotgun it or hook it up to an IV.
The full 32 ounces.
I could do it.
So are you gonna just jump in on the Mountain Time Zone, or are you gonna which one are you gonna jump in on?
I'll probably do the Eastern.
The Eastern, okay.
Yeah, because we'll probably.
You'll have your own party going on.
What time would that be for us? That'll be 5.
5.
Yeah, it'd be 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Well, no, for Eastern, for Eastern it'd be 10.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Yep.
Yep.
It'd be 10 o'clock
I'll probably
for you.
jump in that, the hour before on that.
Yeah. Because I
think we're just gonna go out to dinner and hang out at home.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Fix a nice dinner and then hang out. Yeah.
Okay, awesome, man. If you need anybody's address, just you can holler at us individual. I've got pretty much everybody's address at this point. So.
Yeah, I think I need Bum and Tom's. I'll text you, Joe.
Okay. All right.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. Like I said, we're here every Friday at noon Eastern time, and right here on YouTube, you can check us out. And we're here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. And then, but the best thing to do, I think, overall is, I mean, you could tune into those individual shows. I have shows in my channel, and you can make alerts for yourself so that you don't miss those shows. Or you could just make a general alert and an alert if you subscribe to just myself, and whenever I have a pop-up show, hopefully you get the alert. And then you could try to jump in that way. If you follow me on Google Plus, it would be, as you can see tonight, we had problems with our links. So if you do want to jump in, follow me on Google Plus. I know Google Plus is kind of that, oh, they still have that going. But yeah, they do still have it going. It's pretty big with the beer community, with the photography community, and lots of other communities like that, kind of niche sort of groups.
Yeah.
If you follow me on Google Plus, then I post a link in there, and generally that link is pretty good, huh, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, Google Plus, if you can find Joe D's profile on Google Plus, that link always works for me. Yeah. I don't know if it makes a difference whether you're actual Google Plus user or not, but if you can get on there,
right?
Yeah, the link works.
I tried posting a live link in the Facebook. I still have the Facebook page going, Joe D Reviews on Facebook. If you're interested in following that way, it's just much easier for me just to post the link to the recording of the show. Then I get all these links get kind of bundled up into a big mess on there. So. Let me see. Oh, who do we have? Nocturnal Manta. Oh yeah, watching for a bit, but never really seen it. And that's fine, man. Lots of people. We find we get lots of people that will jump in from time to time or never, and then all of a sudden, boom, they pop in and yeah, I've been watching you for years. That's fine, man. That's awesome. But thank you for everybody's support, and we might have a little pop-up show before Christmas. But if we don't, then Merry Christmas to everybody, man.
Merry Christmas, everybody. That was a good one.
We'll see you soon, man. Peace out.
All right.
Later, guys.
Bye.